It is haunting video our 8 News Now investigators showed you here first. 2 women walking hand in hand through a strip casino with the man they would eventually kill. This afternoon, those 2 women are beginning their sentences in prison. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. Our 8 News Now investigators were the only TV crew in the courtroom for this emotional sentencing. David Charnes here with how many years they could be serving behind bars.
Yeah, right, Denise. The pair took a plea deal, sending them to the Department of Corrections for at least 10 years. Today in court, the family of the man they killed repeatedly asking why they did it.
I would like to send my condolences to Brian's family.
21-year-old Erica Covington apologizes for killing a man inside a Caesars Palace hotel room before a judge sentences her to prison.
I deeply, genuinely apologize for the grief and the pain that has been brought upon you guys' family.
She and 22-year-old Ariana Taylor killed and robbed 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano in May 2023. This video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shortly afterward shows the trio walking hand in hand minutes before the murder. Altamirano Solano's father speaking with the help of an interpreter. It wasn't enough just taking his belongings, he says. They had to kill him. Altamirano Solano and the girls were in his room for about 15 minutes before one of them pulled the trigger. Police finding a cartridge casing they say matched Taylor's gun. Altamirano Solano's mother joining the hearing remotely from out of the country. The pain that I felt was so deep, she says. I felt like I just lost my life. I had so many questions. Why? Why my son? Police work to find the women included comparing these Instagram videos to surveillance from several strip properties that night. Officers arresting the duo 2 days later. Altamirano Solano's father again speaking through the interpreter.
I ask for justice for my son.
Police nor prosecutors have ever said which woman they actually believe pulled the trigger. Nevada law allows charges against all people involved in a murder, not just the person who did the actual slaying. I'm David Charnes, 8 News Now.
So, David, the judge sentencing the women as per the plea agreement. While the minimum is 10 years, the maximum is 25, and the decision on when to release them will eventually go to the parole board.
Now, before I get down to this news article, fellas, I want all of y'all to understand this. While you got these retarded fucks who only care about pushing their seminars and trying to get money in their pockets, they're not talking about this shit. They're not talking about what is going on out there in the real world. They only care about selling their game to men and not even being true to themselves, not being true to their clients. And then you got situations like this. They're more concerned about selling their seminars, selling their game to get men laid and shit, but yet they're not telling these men to be careful. But when issues like this pop up, the majority of us Mgtows, we bring it out to the forefront. But those same retarded fucks is mad at us, all because the majority listens to Mgtow and not them. And this right here is why. So before they start crying and bitching about Mgtow, I want them to keep this shit in mind. That being said, because I ain't trying to go off on a long rant here. Let's get down to this news article, shall we? You had 2 females who ended up robbing and killing this man. You know what I mean? Straight up. He thought he was getting lucky. He didn't get not one female, but 2. But he never imagined. He would ended up losing his life at that time. And yes, my prayers and condolences goes out to his family. And while nobody wants to talk about this, but they always want to complain about the ones that do, all of them needs to have several seats and shut the fuck up forever. Because this is the reason why Mgtow keeps going. And for some, they need to be honest with their goddamn selves, as well as their supporters. While they try to talk about all this other dumb shit. Fuck the dumb shit. Let's talk about the issues at hand. This man lost his life by the hands of two females. And yeah, both of them have been arrested, charged, and convicted, and is now serving 10 years in prison, which to me is still a slap on the wrist. Let the tables be turned. Let the tables be turned, and it's two men who did this to a female. They'd be up under the jail for life. But they got a 10-year sentence. Then they ran off, and you could tell they celebrated afterward. They didn't give a damn. And while everyone wants to complain about Mgtow, nobody's talking about this shit. Not a single person is talking about this except for us Mgtows. But then they wonder why they lose, why they not only they lose support, but their support comes over here. And I'll get into a further rant in another video. But situations like this is the reason why we tell men, if you're gonna go out there, be careful. In fact, I'm gonna put a link to other videos I made in regards to situations like this in the comments section. Because this is what I call a tragic tale. And fellas, the rest of these retarded fucks don't give a damn. They're more concerned about selling you game, showing you tips how to get laid, giving you tips to pull women, that they don't pay attention and that they don't turn around and also tell their clients not to be careful. Not every woman you go to has good intentions. You know, I mean, this is bad enough. And if this was bad enough, remember, I made a video not too long ago about these three females who lured two guys to a shady motel, only for them to get robbed at gunpoint. But you got motherfuckers out here thinking that this shit don't happen. Yes, it does. And what's more, none of them is talking about it. We are. And that's a damn shame, considering that these are the same ones who got a problem with us Mgtows. This is the reason why we ain't trying to hear the retarded fuck shit. And until they address these issues, they ain't got shit to say about Mgtow. Period. But yes, my heart, prayers, and condolences goes out to his family. He didn't deserve to die. They could have just robbed them and just ran off, but they didn't. They had to take his life. Now look at them. Now look at them. 10-year bid. In which of course I still say is a slap on the wrist. They committed murder. They should serve the same sentence. All to gay. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.